Should we go into the AG poll?
Yeah, I love it. One more thing before we go into the AG poll. Nah, we'll finish with it. Let's go into the AG poll.
All right. Yeah,
the AG poll, sponsored by
Allstate.
Your mother.
All right, so I have them ranked, and then I have why they will win and why they won't win the national championship.
Love it.
All right, go through the rank altogether.
All right, so I went Georgia, Ohio State, Texas, Alabama, Ole Miss, Notre Dame, Oregon, Miami, Tennessee, and Penn State.
Okay.
I'm so high on Penn State. So high on Penn State.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, so why Georgia will win the national championship? It's simple. Kirby Smart, best coach in the country, not even close. They have all the tools to do it. Why they won't win? I think they lack a winner on the outside. I don't think they have a weapon that can take over the game. I think last year they had Bowers and McConkey that could easily do that. This year, I don't know. Like London Humphreys looked good. Dylan Bell, I think, got hurt. Dom Lovett, kind of, just reliable. Maybe the run game with ETN coming back, but I thought the freshman Nate Frazier looked real well.
Don't they have a kid named Cash?
Yeah, the white kid, Cash Jones.
Yeah, he's going to be a star.
But yeah, I don't know if they have a world beater on the outside that can win. If they get into a shootout with, Ole Miss or Alabama.
Right.
That's fair.
Or even Tennessee.
That is fair.
With Nico.
And then for Ohio State, why I think they will win it. Most talented roster in the country, average white dude at quarterback. Pretty simple.
Jeremiah Smith is him.
Yep. They have two elite wide. They have the perfect recipe to beat Georgia.
Yep.
They have two elite wide receivers that can win on the outside. Actually, they have like three.
Yep.
They have two elite running backs, which is just an add-in, and then they have a defense that can cover their guys and stop the run and pressure the quarterback. They have the exact recipe to beat Georgia. Every team that has beaten Georgia over the last whatever years or come close to beating them has had those factors. Pressure the quarterback, elite weapons on the outside to beat. Texas, why I think they can win it? Offensive star power. I mean, Isaiah.
Wait, did you say why Ohio State can't?
Yeah, why can Ohio State not win?
Ryan Day.
Okay, fair enough. On to the next.
Texas, offensive star power. I mean, not much else to say. Yours
is really, really good.
Manning looked awesome.
Manning looks sweet, too. Best QB room in the country, they're saying.
Yeah, probably.
We're saying. The wagon's saying.
Two of them are Georgia.
Yeah.
Per the wagon.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, is it crazy to say that, did someone say this? Quinn Ewers was overrated, and now he's, actually underrated? Because he came in with these, he's the greatest QB prospect of all time.
And then he had some injuries.
At Ohio State, yeah. And then he transferred, and then he was never bad. But, now I think he actually might be underrated.
Yeah, the only thing I think his issue is he's kind of injury prone.
Right.
Yeah. Gotten hurt every year he's been at Texas, which is only 2, but still he's been out significant time for both of them. And he's got bad feet. Got real bad feet, apparently.
Well,
I haven't watched it.
So
apparently he kind of gets happy feet.
Okay.
He kind of hops up and down. So, but why they can't win it? Their secondary was very suspect last year, and they did nothing to address it this offseason. They're kind of banking on coaches, and then they have a big test this week versus Michigan in the interior of the defensive line, losing Montez Sweat and Byron Murphy.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to get tested this week. I think Michigan can win the game. I don't know if I would pick Michigan straight up, but I think they'll hang with them. Obviously, going up to Ann Arbor is going to be tough.
Yeah.
I think they're getting 7.
Michigan is getting 7?
I think so.
I am hammering Texas.
I mean, Michigan was in a dogfight this week versus Fresno State. A Will Johnson pick 6.
Yep.
You take that away, it's 23-17.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I wasn't impressed
I don't
at all.
know. They did not impress me at all.
Nope.
So
I'm taking Michigan team
I
total.
thought Donovan Edwards was awful. The defense is still very good. Very, very good. But they're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because Texas will score. So, number 4 is Alabama. Why I think they can win it? They're an offensive juggernaut. Wildly efficient. Jalen looks much more comfortable in DeBoer's system, and Kalen DeBoer wins. Why they can't win it? Tough road schedule. They got to go to Death Valley, at Oklahoma, and at Knoxville, Tennessee. Inexperienced DBs, 2 freshmen seeing significant playing time. That's not a recipe for success versus Tennessee. Heupel's going to see that and eat them alive. So, I don't know. They'll be tested again this week with USF running the air raid, and then going up to Wisconsin's and test. They run the air raid, and then you get the big one versus that other team. Then number 5, Ole Miss. Why? They finally can match up in the trenches. They look like an SEC team up front.
Jackson
They have
Dart.
weapons galore on the outside.
Dart's so
Jackson Dart for Heisman.
He's so sick.
Yeah, he looked good. He looks like a dirtbag, though.
Yeah, coach.
That's what I want.
That's what you want in your Ole Miss quarterback. You want a dirtbag white, and you got it in Jackson Dart.
Why they can't win? Lane has never been able to win the big one. So he's got a chance to do it because, again, at LSU, and then I think they get Georgia at home. Oh, that
That would be
game's
sweet.
going to be great because LSU's, or not LSU, Ole Miss is going to be able to score on them because Georgia's got the same thing that kind of Alabama has the issue. They're playing a lot of young DBs, but they have a get out of jail free card with Malachi Starks. Oh my god!
Yeah, he's cracked. That interception he's ridiculous.
He's insane, and the young linebackers that kind of cost them last year in the SEC championship, they look like they've grown up fast because C.J. Allen was everywhere,
Right.
Jalen Walker was everywhere, Michael Williams got a little banged up, but
Back to the Ole Miss point, they're one of the reasons I'm so high on them has absolutely nothing to do with football. Just the fact
jerseys.
that their jerseys are probably the best in the sport of football.
Sports.
Might be sports in general, and also I've always thought Jackson Dart, since I watched him at USC, was one of the drippiest quarterbacks in football. So just to have that mix again with the Lane Kiffin aura,
Oh, and his
I'm
name, dude. His name.
Jackson Dart,
is
you
the
got the
perfect
sleeves, you got the
quarterback.
paint. You're telling me it isn't all going to come together for this team? It's unbelievable.
again, besides Ryan Day, they probably have the biggest handcuff in college football.
Right.
Right.
Pete Golden.
Pete Gold.
Right. Pete Golden.
Pete Gold. Terrorist.
If I picture a football team in my head, it's Ole Miss. Like the jerseys, the Ole Miss Rebels. It's
Reps.
the most
it's so good.
college football thing of all time.
So good.
Which would suck for them if that Florida job gets open because, I think they're going to target Lane Kiffin.
Would you really leave now, though? I know Florida's Florida, but
their team is old. Very old.
Ole Miss or
Florida's
Florida?
gone.
Oh, yeah. That is fair. And Florida has a bunch of...
gone.
Florida did recruit.
Florida's got one of the best young quarterbacks in the country in DJ Lagway. They have unlimited NIL funds.
That is true.
They have a
That is
They
true.
450 pound
run
D
the
tackle.
state of Florida.
They have the biggest human I've ever seen playing defensive tackle.
Oh, yeah, that guy's fucking bearing a man suit.
Yeah. Aaron Mansu. All right, number 6, Notre Dame.
6, Notre Dame. Why they can win it? Stress-free rest of the way. Favored in every game. Defense is elite. Very simple.
Yep.
Why they can't win it? They're going to have a tough road in the playoffs to win because they do not get a bye. I think they need another difference maker at wide receiver, and they just haven't been there. They haven't been there.
Yeah. It's been so long. That's fair.
And then 7 is Oregon. Uber talented on offense. I think Gabriel and Will Stein are a match made in heaven. Probably my Heisman right now. Heisman favorite, if I were to bet.
But you can't.
Why not? I think the secondary outside of Jabbar Muhammad is very weak. Very, very weak. And they do not match up well versus Ohio State. Plus, you can't get into a fist fight week 1 versus Idaho.
Idaho. The Vandals.
I can't have that. That's a big concern.
Yep.
Yeah, moving right along.
Boston College just scored. Sorry.
Who scored?
Boston College.
What,
The
21-6?
Eagles. Oh! Yep, 21-6.
Nice. Miami at 8. Why? Cam Ward's awesome. The offensive line was dominant. Easy conference. Toughest game rest of the way is Clemson if they got to play him. Why not? Mario Cristobal has been known to shoot himself in the foot. At Oregon he did it. Last year he did it. I thought the D-line did not look good versus Florida. Florida kind of ran wild on him. I think they're weak there outside of the DN Bain. He was awesome. That kid's a freak.
He was born in the darkness. They have some decent wide receivers too, right?
Yeah, that Xavier Restrepo, or
Yeah.
however you say his last name, was awesome. He was great.
Yeah.
That catch where he kind of did one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah.
Cam Ward's awesome.
Number 9, Tennessee. Why? Heupel and Nico are legit. Defense has gotten better each year of Heupel's regime. And then why not? You got to play at Georgia, at Oklahoma, and versus Alabama. The inexperience at QB and new weapons could be exposed versus those veteran teams. So,
True.
Are we sure
That's
Nico's
also-
legit? They beat Chattanooga.
yeah, I mean, Chattanooga, but
Good problem.
again, they handled their business. A lot of teams did not handle business this week.
That's
Or
fair.
they're
That's fair. But
cupcake
I
nation.
still want it to be noted that it's week 1.
Yeah, I mean,
The thing is, typically, those type of situations turns out that Nico's awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then Dylan Gabriel.
Well,
Didn't handle business. So
He was 41 of 49 for 450 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I actually saw something that said that was the franchise. It was like their school's record for completed passes.
For Dylan Gabriel?
Yeah.
For completed passes. The whole
41 of 49.
That's crazy. I'm out on it.
He did bang up his hand, though.
I'm out on Dylan Gabriel. Let it be known. I'm out on him.
In on Jackson.
Is it because he's lefty?
Yeah.
Hate lefties. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Out.
Lefty, and I don't think he can do it. I think Bo Nix was actually really, really good.
Oh, you believe?
Yeah, I do believe.
He really does, dude. He was pissed.
You're gonna see what my NFL predictions are.
We're doing NFL predictions after this, and he has the Broncos maybe winning the AFC.
You know he has a kid he doesn't take care of?
Yeah, alleged. I don't know. You told me that. I haven't confirmed it at all. So
Yeah, I don't know.
you've been known.
All right, number 10, Penn State.
Yeah, talk to me about the Nittany Lions.
Why I think they can win? To be honest, I don't think they can win.
Dude,
I wasn't
Drew
too
Allar's
excited with the
legit.
Yeah.
He's legit, dude. I think he's
How?
legit. He's hitting. Dude, they had, I think, 8 plays all year last year, 40-plus yards, and they had 4 this week.
I did see that stat.
Like, they're hitting big plays. He's making those throws.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see it versus a really good team first.
Okay,
I
same
think
thing
West
with
Virginia's pretty good,
Tennessee
dude. Yeah,
and Chattanooga.
I think West Virginia's pretty good.
Why is it Drew Allar has to do it for someone good, but
Because we saw
freshman
it
quarterback?
last year. Like he's not that good.
Why do you think like NFL's like all the NFL people are like, don't give up on this kid, like he's gonna be?
Because he's projectable. He's 6'4" with a cannon. He can move like a whatever running back, but like he just plays frantic.
Okay, Jalen Milrose.
And I
super calm
I didn't
in the
like
pocket.
their offensive coordinator's quote about comparing his offense to a Dairy Queen Blizzard.
Yeah.
You know what's something crazy about Penn
That's
State?
complicated, but if you look at it from a wider angle, it's just vanilla ice cream and a filling. Like, that's an awful quote. Don't compare your offense to ice cream.
Okay, all right,
It also doesn't help that he's fat.
Okay.
Bad quote.
all right.
Bad quote.
You're just picking and choosing here.
This is your 10th best team in the country. I guess I won't
Yeah,
even
I know.
ask why can't they win.
Why can't they win? Because
Yeah,
it's
they're-
Penn State and they've
they're
never
fat.
won anything.
They're OCs.
Dude, I think in the last couple of years, their only losses are to Michigan and Ohio State.
That is true. They're like 20 and
And
0.
they don't play Michigan.
They're like-
I don't think.
They don't.
No,
play
they're
Ohio.
like Ole Miss. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think they don't play Ohio State.
They don't play one of the two.
Yeah.
I think they're getting in the college football playoff and you can be shocked when they win a couple games.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to get in just because they don't play anybody besides, I think, Ohio State, right? Isn't that their toughest game?
It's one of the two.
yeah,
One of
something
the
like
two.
I love how they're your 10th ranked
Yeah.
team on the AG poll, and there's no reason they can win
No,
any
none.
games.
None. I hate him. Hates him.
They smoked West Virginia, dude.
In a really difficult atmosphere.
It was a noontime game.
Until the weather happened.
No noontime atmosphere is tough.
Did you
I
watch
don't
the
know. Did you watch the McAfee show? That place was insane.
Yeah.
Morgantown.
They have to play at USC. They host Ohio State at Wisconsin.
That's the USC one.
They host Ohio State.
Yeah.
Oh, it has.
Know what really
No,
grinds
dude,
my gears?
I think they're doing
Is
Washington for the whiteout game.
Love it.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. How do you not make the biggest game, your biggest home game, the whiteout game? You need your best atmosphere for the biggest game.
I saw
That's
something
the
that it was
stupidest
about
thing.
like TV shit. I think they were just saying that for an excuse. Which
No, I think it's the biggest loser talk of all time.
I agree.
I think
I
it's they
agree.
don't want to lose the whiteout game.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Silly.
Which is
Last
silly,
year
but
it was like
I would-
it was like Minnesota.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Last year it was Minnesota. I remember that.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm high on Penn State. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'll come out and say it.
Okay.
I'll come out of the closet.
I don't know.
I'll come
I
out
think
of
they
the Penn
lack
State
a
closet.
offensive weapon.
What'd you say?
I think they lack an offensive weapon. I think they get 2 elite running backs, but that's it.
Okay, those are 2 offensive weapons.
Speaking of offensive weapons, if we want to transition, just what were your unbiased thoughts on Colorado's performance?
Doesn't Penn
this
State
week?
have a really good tight end?
No, I think he went to the NFL. Theo Johnson, is that who you're thinking of?
Nah,
Maybe.
I don't
Close.
know. What was your thoughts on Colorado's performance
Maybe
this
it's
past
maybe.
week?
They still suck. They still suck. They still suck.
They almost lost. They probably should have lost that game.
Good.
It's the same issues as last year.
Yeah.
They don't.
We can't win in
They
the
can't
trenches.
affect the quarterback. They can't run the ball. Shador's great. Fine, I'll say it. Travis Hunter's awesome. I'll say
So
it.
sad.
But outside of those two, they don't do anything.
What's crazy is Travis Hunter won the game.
You are gonna have to, but with Travis Hunter, you're gonna have to limit his snaps. It's just
he-
there's a certain point. He played 97% of snaps, I think,
He's also built like a toothpick,
which
It's
he did in the
insane.
first game last year. And
Yeah.
it was awesome for
Died.
like 4 weeks, and then he just
Died.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like getting
Had to go to the
5
hospital.
car
They're gonna
accidents
lose
Yeah.
every
to
game.
Nebraska. They're gonna lose.
Oh yeah.
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 Whenever that happens. Thoughts on Dylan Raiola?
That's next week. Remember, I thought it was week 1.
Yes. Dylan Raiola. I mean, Dylan Raiola. What did they do with him? He is
They're
just.
cloning
If
people.
you told me that he's been practicing the throwing motion since birth, I'd probably believe you.
I think he said he was
when he throws the ball.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Looks the exact same.
He just flips it.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like sidearm, but up here, it's truly amazing. Yeah, he looked great. I thought he looked the best out of any freshman quarterback, if any other freshman played.
I was going to say, as someone who's just getting into the sport of college football, is this normal for how many like true freshman quarterbacks there are that are playing pretty well?
Is there a lot of them playing right
Is
now?
Nico? Nico's a redshirt, right?
Nico, oh, I guess.
Redshirt freshman.
Yeah,
Alright.
Nico's redshirt.
I think it's really just Raiola because Sayan's not playing. Who's the number 2?
Sayan is cracked. Yeah.
And Lagway was the number 3.
Okay, so then see?
But yeah, the wide receiver position's a different story. All of them seem to have been hits so far.
That is, that's legit. Like
Jeremiah Smith had 2 touchdowns.
He's-
Ryan Williams had 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
The 2 kids that went to Auburn all had touchdowns. Like, there's a real good wide receiver class as of 1 week.
what are they
in
feeding those kids?
college football?
All right, do we want to do a little look
Yeah.
ahead for next week?
Any look ahead stuff for next
Is
week?
the SEC going to bounce back? They kind of had a shit week, huh?
And your videos
Yeah,
got
I mean-
crazy views on
Yeah.
Instagram, actually. 65,000 of them.
Yeah, I mean,
And 35.
time
on
will
TikTok.
tell. But you got Florida.
Vandy's
Obviously,
carrying.
the LSU one's good, and A&M rebuilding. But